Hellos, welcomes back everyone, Wolf here with even more Star Wars The Old Republic, playing as Theia here, my bounty hunter, and we are on our way to the Dark Temple to locate a intelligence team that went missing. So, let's continue on our way past the expansion district of Kaas City. Level 35.
Do you require medical attention? Be well.
You certainly look fearless and strong. I could use your help out here. Please excuse me. It's these long nights, excavating relics near the Dark Temple. I'm Major Swain Lothar, Imperial Reclamation Service. My team uncovered several significant artifacts at a nearby dig. That's when things started going wrong.
Don't leave me hanging.
I'm sorry, it's just that I can hardly make sense of it myself. First, it was strange noises from the temple, then figures lurking nearby. My team didn't like it, but I told them to push on. Now they're days overdue, and I owe a report to Lord Duan. But I can't go out there. I need someone to find them, make sure the artifacts make it.
I'll get your boys and your trinkets.
Thank you. I was just about to write the whole dig off as a loss. My team's still in those caves. Whatever's happened, please bring those relics to Lord Duan. He's overseeing a small camp by the Dark Temple.
Very well. So, not only are we searching for a missing intelligence team, but a missing archaeologist expedition as well. Seems rather straightforward. And speaking of archaeologists, there are some just ahead of us here. They're acting strangely, of course, and they look hostile.
I'm on the way.
Well, you all saw it. They fired first. Seems even the Sith that are here in the caves aren't unaffected. And I think we found our archaeologists and a hollow pad. The artifacts are clearly missing and seem to have been violently removed.
I've only a moment to rest. Those things from the Dark Temple are attacking again. Jez thinks they're drawn to the artifacts. I bet he's right. They went berserk the second we packed everything up to leave. It's time to make a stand. If those crazies want our relics, they'll have to kill us first.
And unfortunately, it seems these crazies actually succeeded. So it means those crazies will have the relics. And up ahead is Outpost Warden, the forward Imperial encampment, before you would reach the Dark Temple. Let's see what the situation is here. We have the final heroic mission. By order of the Dark Council, the legendary Mandalorian bounty hunter Valen Korrick is wanted for betraying the Imperial Mandalorian Alliance and by murdering 2 Sith Lords within Kaas City in open combat. He is considered extremely dangerous and believed to have fled into the Dark Temple. Only persons authorized to enter the Dark Temple should give pursuit. Korrick is believed to be heavily armed, and the situation in the Dark Temple remains unpredictable. I wonder why he's been called a traitor. What caused him to kill the 2 Sith Lords in open combat? If he had killed 2 Jedi, he would have been celebrated as a hero.
I've sent 3 separate expeditions into the Dark Temple. Not one has returned. I can't say for sure what's going on, but people who go in there, they don't come back.
Not sure how you arrived at that.
Sounds I heard coming out of that place would send a Rancor running, if it was smart enough to run. You can survive the Dark Temple. I beg you to do me, and more importantly, the Empire, a favor. The expeditions I sent in were looking for specific data. I can spare the manpower, they were slaves mostly, but the data is essential.
You don't have the authority to give me orders.
You're absolutely right. But please consider that you'll be doing a valuable service for the Empire, and you'll be extremely well rewarded. All I'm asking is for you to find the data the expedition collected. If all you find is bodies, bring back their data pads. This information is vital to future construction on Dromund Kaas. Please help.
All right, I'm in.
I'll mark the location the expedition last signaled from on your map. It's the best I can do.
Okay, searching for another lost expedition. How many expeditions have went missing here?
You mercenary, you were let through. Has someone finally decided to secure the temple?
I'm not here to secure the temple.
Of course, I've been ignored again. How stupid of me. If you're here, however, you must have the authority to enter the Dark Temple. You could still save this planet.
Saving people isn't usually what I do.
Then you have missed a great avenue for glory. The Dark Temple is ancient, built during a previous incarnation of our empire. 1,000 years ago, our own emperor buried his enemies here. These enemies remain powerful, even in death, which is why the temple was sealed. But now, something terrible has happened.
Some idiot went and woke them up?
With the Emperor's attention elsewhere, a group of ambitious but ignorant Sith thought to gain power by raiding the temple. They didn't find the relics they sought. Instead, they awoke an ancient Sith Lord, Lord Kalig, and their expedition plunged into madness.
If I go in, will I go mad too?
Not necessarily. Many of the troops sent in after were simply slaughtered. Because Lord Kalig died by ambush, I believe he awakened unaware of his own death, and his expectations became reality for those around him. His power overwhelmed all inside the temple. And even now the workers plot wars against each other, believing themselves Sith Lords, and drawing terrible power from Kalig himself.
Where do I come in?
I care not about the fighting itself, only what it may cause. There are still more ancient Sith Lords whose spirits lay dormant in the temple. If the ancient Sith Lords are woken by the violence within, they could overrun Dromund Kaas.
Let's keep them napping.
I have studied all of the burial chambers within. Each was made with the same ancient design, one we can exploit. If you fuse the 500-kilogram hinges on each tomb door, even a violent assault should not be able to wake the ancients.
What you got in mind?
The team I sent in earlier was using a massive metal torch. Effective, but slow, I'm afraid. They did not make it far. The torch must be recovered, and the doors of the ancients sealed.
Seems complicated, but something we can look into, certainly. Before we head on our way towards the Dark Temple, we have more of these crazed and even possessed workers who may hold on to the relics from the initial expedition of archaeologists.
Pushover, huh?
And some of them were indeed carrying some of those relics. These relics containing mysterious power. Now we do have a bonus mission to deal with the possessed or insane Imperial and Sith forces. As we learned from Lord Alaric, an ancient Sith Lord in the Dark Temple has awakened and driven everything inside and without insane. While securing them in the temple, take the chance to defeat any insane Imperials that have already escaped outside from the Dark Temple. Okay, we have enough relics. I might as well travel back and find this Lord Duin, who's over at Outpost Warden. Might as well hand these relics over so they're not weighing us down.
Your archaeologist team is dead. Killed for the relics they uncovered. I have them now.
Interesting. The Dark Temple's presence continues to surprise and fascinate. I'll quarantine the artifacts for future study. A shame we lost the whole team. At least it wasn't a total loss. After all, we got what we came for.
Remember my name. Spread it around.
I'll tell the Reclamation Service to name Hallway after you. Whatever secrets these pieces hide, we'll find them. Thank you.
Wait, you didn't ask what my name was, though. Ah, I see how it is. Okay, and now we can continue on our way towards the Dark Temple itself. En route, we could find the Matrix Shard Assembler. The device we heard about on Nal Hutta when we picked up the blue matrix shard. There is a cave. You can just see the opening just up there on the left. That will lead to this assembler. But we don't really have the matrix shards to put it together.
I know I might be a little late mentioning this, but I'm getting some seriously creepy signals out here. I really don't think we should go in there.
Well, I want to participate in the Great Hunt, so we have no choice. Ah, the Dark Temple. Hundreds of years ago, the Sith Emperor ordered the construction of the Dark Temple as a burial place for his dead and defeated enemies, to aid them in becoming one with the Force. Little is known of what rituals the Emperor performed there, but the Dark Temple has become a nexus of powerful dark side energy, and a place where ancient weapons and ancient secrets of the Sith lay sealed away in cavernous chambers. Although the Dark Temple grounds have always been a dangerous place for the weak-willed, the temple itself has remained sealed until very recently, when an expedition of power-hungry Sith Lords and their servants breached the gateway. The Dark Council did not sanction this intrusion, nor did it punish the rogue Sith, for no one returned from the expedition to punish. Violent electrical storms surrounded the temple for the first week after it opened, and since then, additional expeditions have been sent by the Council to determine the temple's status. Their reports have not been made public. Oh, level 80 operative. Excuse me. We're gonna look for the Lost Expedition. So yeah, this expedition was sent in to collect data. We're not really here for the expedition, we are here for the data itself.
Do you dare approach the great Nil Venerus, Lord of the Sith, Master of the Undying Darkness? Answer me. What insolence brings you to this place, slave?
I'm the one holding the blaster here.
What? You're not afraid of me? You aren't a mindless puppet like the rest of them? I don't understand.
Of course I'm not a puppet.
Then whatever it is that's doing this is losing its hold. I was part of an expedition sent by the Empire to measure strange activity in the Dark Temple. But soon after we entered, we all became different people. I became the mighty Lord Venerus, and the others became my obedient followers and servants.
Wait, you said you were part of an expedition?
We were gathering data for the Empire, and then we were all suddenly possessed. It's strange that you seem to be unaffected. In fact, it's strange to find you here at all. I thought the Imperials gave up sending people in here. What exactly are you doing here?
The Imperials want data. I'm gonna get it for them.
So the Imperials haven't given up on getting their precious data, after all. This is lucky. You see, ever since I came to my senses, I've been worried that my followers will begin to doubt my leadership. I can't lose my power. I can't go back to being a slave. But maybe we can help each other.
I'm paying attention.
All I ask is that you find the symbols of Lord Venerus's power. They were looted from his tomb by the people possessed by Venerus's enemies. The symbols will help me reinforce my followers' belief in me, lock them in their dream.
I bring the symbols, and you give the data.
Be careful. Venerus's old enemies will put up a good fight.
So to further, or to instill belief that he is still this Lord Venerus, we need to find these symbols of power. Recover them from the possessed denizens of the Dark Temple. Not all of the Imperials in here are holding on to these symbols of power.
Scared of you?
A level 60 Marauder. Probably also here to do their heroic mission, I would imagine. What the hell is going on? Level 80s, level 60s. Oh, you are some of the soldiers that Imperial Intelligence brought in. How very interesting. I need your ID tags. I'll be taking those. We're looking for one more symbol of power. Excellent.
My network of spies reports that you crushed my enemies underfoot and found the symbols of power I requested.
We have a deal. I expect you to honor it.
I had not forgotten. I, too, have been very busy. Here is the data my servants collected before the temple transformed them. Let the Empire make of it what they will.
Pleasure doing business.
You're welcome. Oh, and, there's one last itty-bitty little thing you can do. You see, power is useless without subjects. So, I'd be grateful when you turn in the data, you'd encourage the Imperials to send more expeditions my way.
That isn't half bad.
Yes, I do think I've finally found my true calling. I can assure you, my gratitude if you send more slaves to be my followers will not be insubstantial.
You'll notice, like most BioWare titles, apart from Dragon Age, or Dragon Age 1 at the very least, that what you think you say in the dialogue wheel is not exactly what your character may actually come out with, which can lead to complications. If needs be, I will escape out of a dialogue sequence, but only if it really kind of breaks character. We're gonna head along this way because this is where the Mandalorian is located. Now we do have to be careful, as yeah, some of his fellow Mandalorians have also been possessed.
Free sidekick, Buster.
This Mandalorian bounty hunter used to have quite a lot of health, and it was quite concerning. No, sorry. I'm lying. Not quite a lot of health. Quite a long respawn time. There you go, that's what I was trying to say. Also, his Mandalorian companions respawn relatively quickly. I think the long respawn time was changed. Excellent. We actually completed the weekly quest there as well. Oh, and the Mandalorians got back up. Of course they did. Christ! I wasn't meant to get pulled into that fight. Oh well, so be it.
I'm not just the pretty sidekick, Buster.
Oh well. I wasn't intending to fight the bounty hunter once again, but it happened. Plenty of experience there. Let's heal up. Level 15. You are very, very brave. Okay, next thing we need to do is locate that plasma torch to seal the 500 kilogram hinges of some of the crypts here to make sure that any reawakening Sith Lords don't escape. Okay, we found a plasma torch. We still also need, yeah, one more ID tag, don't we? Excellent. So now we are looking for a Commander Gargan, the commander of the expedition. We'll search for his ID tag last. Another player's been here rather recently. There is now a third and final chamber. And it is this one here.
Hello, stranger. My internal chronometer tells me it has been exactly 963 years since this hologram was made. Have the Sith truly lived in fear of me for so long?
I guess that would depend on who you are and who you ask.
A careful answer. But you certainly don't need to fear me. This image is all that remains of Kelethur. Like so many before me, I challenged the Emperor and was buried in this temple. Fortunately, I had just enough time to make this, an interactive image that would transmit my secrets to whomever was bold enough to find my tomb and unlock it.
Actually, I was trying to seal up this door for good.
Then it's true. The Sith still cower in fear of insignificant me. The way of the Sith lies in channeling the Force through the use of powerful emotions. Fear is the chief of these. The Sith feed on palpable dread.
It's easier to kill someone who's scared of you.
It's a lie. Fear is a lie. Passion, a lie. Fear gives temporary power, and passion is easily manipulated. Real strength in the Force comes when one is no longer afraid. And one can purge fear when one stops grasping, after power, after things, after life itself, and allows the Force to guide him. There is only the Force.
What do you mean, there's only the Force?
Just that. Everything there is, life and death alike, is wrapped up in the Force. What I learned only lives on through this image and its device. Yet I am one with the Force, eternal and at peace. Take them. Take my teachings to the Sith. They will find power there, but a different kind. Not of darkness, but light.
These heresies must be destroyed.
Then do so. Strike out against knowledge and see what comes of it. If you destroy these teachings, the light does not go out. Remember, fear is not the only way.
That's not why I'm not taking the data, of course. It's just I don't care. That's not my job. My job was to seal away any returning Sith Lords. If someone else wants to come and take the data, they're more than welcome to do so. Meanwhile, we have what appears to be another of the missing expedition.
Enter and hear me. You mustn't kneel. I would gain no satisfaction from it. So, you've finally found our hidden temple. It's long since time. The followers of the Dark Path battle my forces, and your cruelty is needed.
What are you talking about? Who are you?
Fool. I am Farshal, Dark Lord of the Sith, and you stand within my domain. I oversaw this temple's construction, and I have ruled the jungle ever since. Now you will serve me.
You look more like a workman than a Sith.
My robes and helm were won in battle against Lord Vacuous. My lightsaber burns with the light of a star, and you dare question me? Now do as I require, and the riches of the temple will be yours. The teachings of the Dark Path lured my apprentice Anyara away, but I will have her back. You will retrieve her from the temple depths.
Fight the bad guys, catch the girl. Got it.
I do not know how my rivals reached my apprentice, but I know where she went. The Dark Path hides near here. Kill the followers of the Dark Path. Fight your way to their altar, and Anyara must confront you. Do this, or be punished by my power.
Yes, Lord Farshal.
The followers of the Dark Path are not far. Go, and I will await you.
We'll put up with his lunacy, his insanity for the moment. Something about a reward if we fight through his enemies and find the girl. This Anyara. Seems simple enough. The Unquiet Chamber.
Just had to put my mind to it.
Lord Farshal has ordered you to bring back his apprentice, Anyara. To get to her, you must get through Farshal's enemies, the Dark Path's adepts and assassins.
Stay back! I don't know you. You aren't of the Dark Path. She whispers to me, tells me to go back to Lord Farshal, that I belong to Farshal, but it's wrong. Something's wrong.
You must be Lord Farshal's apprentice. He sent me to find you.
Yes. No. No. I was someone else. Before I came to the temple, I was powerful. I was Sith. But she keeps saying I'm an apprentice. Just an apprentice. And I hate her. But my hate isn't making me strong enough.
Who are you, if not an apprentice?
I came into the temple from the city. I remember the lights of the citadel, and then she pushed it all away. She says she's Anyara. She says we serve Farshal. She says there's no city out there, just jungle. Tell me who's right. Am I the temple apprentice Anyara, or is she lying? Is the city outside real?
Kaas City is real. It's where you're from. This temple's all wrong.
I knew it! Kasa! She's still in my head, but she's my enemy, and I am Sith. I can defeat her. I will.
Now can you tell me what's going on?
I came from Kaas City, like you. But the temple makes people think strange things, remember being different people. I'm not an apprentice. That workman, he isn't Lord Farshall. But we thought we were. We played the roles. We even had the power.
Were your friends here possessed too?
These people, they were slaves, archaeologists. All of them sent in from the city, all of them influenced. I don't know how long my mind will stay my own, so I need to leave here now.
What am I supposed to tell Lord Farshall?
Tell him I'm dead. It doesn't matter. I suggest you leave the temple quickly, before thoughts enter your head too.
Yeah, we certainly wish to avoid that fate if we can. Sith are normally rather crazy. Being within the Dark Temple makes them crazier than usual. Nice fancy statue there.
Ah, my spies tell me you found the Dark Path, and it seems you survived their fury. Did you find Anyara? Did you see my apprentice there?
Yeah, about that.
I found her, but she didn't make it back. The Dark Path got her.
I am disappointed. I thought you would serve me better. But perhaps Anyara was already lost. You may leave with your life. Take this reward, a token in acknowledgement of your efforts, and go.
Sorry I couldn't be more help.
Do not try my patience. Go from here now.
Lovely. Yeah, let's not stick around. Get back down to the lower level, and we need to find this Commander Gargan. We get the impression that even if the commander is alive, yeah, this Captain Medal would rather he didn't return only his tag.
I'm not just the pretty sidekick, Buster.
What do we have here?
What is this in front of me? Another worshipper? Who braves the flames of the altar of horror to stand in front of Lord Baral Slathborn, Lord of the Sith?
Captain Metal sent me to find you, Commander.
There is no commander here, and if there were, he would be my minion. Imperials serve the Sith Lords.
If you're not an Imperial commander, then what's that ID card for?
What madness do you speak? I have no... Oh, that. It seems the ID of some Imperial commander I must have slain has stuck to my robes. Do you wish to have it? A token of your visit with the great Lord Baral Slatborn?
That works for me.
It is settled then. A token for you. Go forth now and spread word to all who worship lesser lords. Lord Baral Slatborn is mightiest among all mighty lords of the Sith.
Whatever you say. Let's just walk away. Keep an eye on him. These crazy Sith are unpredictable. Quick, run! And so our time in the Dark Temple comes to a close. Don't think there's anything else we need to do while we're here. Let's get ourselves back over to Outpost Warden. If we're able to. There you go. We have to let Lord Alaric know of our success.
You're back. I hope you sealed the chambers of the ancients, Keleth-Ur's chamber especially. I'm terrified to think what would happen if Keleth-Ur and his crazed ideas were to re-emerge.
His secrets have been destroyed forever.
Keleth-Ur's secrets have been contained along with the other ancients. You have done well.
Excellent.
Ah, the only thing more powerful than the Dark Temple. Any luck getting that data?
Here's your data, as promised.
Hey, you actually came through. Can't say I was expecting that. Can't say it's not a relief. Now we can finally stop sending expeditions in there, wasting all those slaves who should be building monuments to the Empire.
Slaves shouldn't be collecting data anyway.
My superiors may feel differently, but I tend to agree with you on that point. Anyway, I believe that concludes our business here. Goodbye then, and thanks for the data. Your service to the Empire will not be forgotten.
Hey, level 29. Nothing new, I believe, unfortunately, but we'll take it anyway. And the last thing we have to do is get ourselves back over to Captain Medal at Imperial Intelligence.
Destination. Enjoy your stay.
And that will be all 3 bounties complete. We'll be able to participate in the final melee.
You got the IDs? Fantastic. Let me see. That's Commander Gargan's all right. What was it like in the Dark Temple? I've yet to hear anything that didn't sound like pure raving.
You wouldn't believe me about that place if I told you.
Huh. Still wish I could have got him myself. Would have saved me some unpleasantness. Listen to me. Unpleasantness. I'm even starting to talk like a spy. Friend, remember when I said Sith didn't want anyone in the Dark Temple?
That ain't sounding too good.
I wish there was another way to handle this, I really do. I can't risk the Sith ever finding out you went into their precious Dark Temple, which means you're now a liability. I apologize. This isn't the way a fighting woman should die. Guards!
Really?
I'm not scared of you.
Really? Did you have to cause such a scene?
That went wrong, didn't it? Got a hole in my gut. I'm not going to beg. Turning on someone who did their job is wrong. We both know it. Here's your writ. It tells the Mandalorians you did your job. And here's your pay. The rest is up to you.
You messed up, Captain. Now you pay for it.
This whole place is messed up. Glad to be rid of it.
Captain, you shouldn't have tried to betray us. In the end, I think we actually did him a favor. He said it himself, he didn't believe he fit in with Imperial intelligence. All the subterfuge, all the backstabbing. He's now been freed in a macabre kind of way. But we have our writ that the bounty is complete.
You're alive! Some Mandalorian big shot named Taro Blood said you were dead. They're about to start the melee without you.
Do I look dead to you?
Not hardly. In fact, you look like a woman who's been kicking around some sad men.
All the other hunters who survived are already inside. Get in there.
If I die, bury my credits with me.
No inheritance, huh? Thanks a lot.
Don't get cute. Move!
Oh yeah, we forgot to talk about dark spores, didn't we? Ah well, we'll talk about that later. Mako! You can come along, but you cannot participate.
Right behind you.
We'll just set her to be passive.
And the last hunter left standing joins the Great Hunt. Simple as that. All weapons are allowed, but you fight alone. No assistance. And it looks like we have a latecomer.
I just like to make a big entrance.
Coming back from the dead is a big entrance, all right. Huntmaster, will you do us the honor?
We all heard tales of your exploits, Hunter. Perhaps I'll turn them into a song to commemorate your death.
I'll do the same. You prefer ballads or war chants?
I prefer to win. I'd wish you luck, but it wouldn't help. So I'll just say goodbye.
Enough! You hunters are the best that the galaxy's goons and thug lords could send us. Now show us which one of you will join the Great Hunt. Fight!
Oh, looks like we already have a rival. And we'll let the others fight it out for a moment. We'll take on the winner.
The melee is over. One hunter remains. Quite a show you put on. Blasted fun to watch. How do you feel, Hunter?
I just stomped my competition into the dirt. I feel great.
Enjoy it. Things only get harder from here.
This is simply ridiculous. I mean, really. This needs to stop right now.
Are we starting the hunt already?
No! No! No unsanctioned kills in the Great Hunt!
You see? That's a perfect example. I object to this farce. This ignorant thug does not deserve to enter the Great Hunt. Her credentials are a lie, fabricated by her little gutter rat of a sidekick. She deserves no honors.
You lying, cheating, murdering scum!
We know this hunter's history, Blood. The Huntmaster has ruled.
You fools! This is a place of honor, a competition of elites. Mandalore will hear of this.
I'm ready to settle this right now. How about you?
Enough! Before this great hunt is over, I will have your skull in my hands.
Well, the Great Hunt just got way more interesting. Sorry to interrupt, Huntmaster. Please continue. You get all that, Hunter?
What happens when I win this contest?
Fame, glory, wealth, and a chance to work with Mandalore, the greatest leader in the galaxy. You'll be hunting targets spread across the galaxy. There'll be at least one other hunter going for them too. You not only have to take down your target, you have to eliminate the other hunters.
I'm supposed to execute my fellow hunters?
You only have to eliminate them from the Great Hunt. Surrender isn't typical, but it's accepted. Your handler, Krista, will fill you in on the rest of the details. She's waiting for you.
Excellent. Indeed, the Great Hunt truly does begin. And we gain the final place within it.
Oh, what a thrashing! The other handlers are all bug-eyed jealous you won. Now, on to the Great Hunt. I expect you want to hear about your targets.
Tell me everything I need to know.
Here's how it's gonna work. First, you're getting a starship.
How's that going to happen?
Well, let's just say you're not quite done here on Dromund Kaas. On your ship's computer, you'll access 2 holo recordings, both with specific details on who and where you hunt.
What's Taro Blood going to be doing?
The same thing. That's how the Great Hunt works. Each target will have another hunter assigned to it. You have to locate that rival and take him out, too.
Maybe we'll get lucky and Tarot Blood will be on our first target.
Now, about your ship, there's a tradition for new hunters. You gotta steal one for yourself.
Guess I'll be heading to the spaceport.
Not quite yet. Gotta find you the right ship first.
Gotcha. I know one that belongs to one of them so-called importer types. Fast, smooth, and roomy.
I'll pull together your holo recordings for the Great Hunt targets and transmit them when you hit space. Meantime, head to the spaceport. Get past whatever guards are around, steal your ship, and hit the hyperlanes.
I'm off on the Great Hunt.
Your first round of targets are on Balmora and Nar Shaddaa. Good luck to you, Hunter.
Okay. Time to steal ourselves a starship. Our time here in Dromund Kaas has mostly come to an end. Before we head over to the spaceport, there's one other thing we can do. There's one other conversation to be had.
Ready for departure.
We're gonna head back down to the wall very quickly.
Enjoy your stay.
While here, there is an astromech droid that is trying to get our attention.
What's the situation?
This is Darth Malgus of the Expeditionary Fleet to all available forces. If you are receiving this, you have been judged an asset, and the Empire requires your strength. It is your privilege and your duty.
I've never heard of a Darth Malgus.
The alien adversary Hegemony has established Hammer Station, a mobile battle platform that threatens our borders. You will join the strike team assembling at Vigan Space Dock to be briefed in full. In the name of the Emperor.
Do we know anything about this battle station, or the adversary Hegemony?
So the Adversec Hegemony have broken away from their main species of Adversec. Have somehow gotten their hands on some form of battle station and are encroaching both not only on Imperial but Republic borders in the galaxy as well. Darth Malgus is calling upon skilled individuals to deal with this developing situation.
Destination? Enjoy your stay.
Seems someone else wasn't able to appease the good Major there. Well, this is awkward. We're heading back to Kaas City for a moment there. So we are looking for a certain docking bay.
All right, you disgusting pile of puke. Drop your weapon and kiss the floor. This is one starship that's not getting stolen on my watch. You hear me, scum?
I'm not here to steal anything. Honest.
Better that thought had gone through your filthy, sub-intelligent brain before you stepped through that door. I've had 3 ships stolen this year by the Mandalorians and their unwashed cohorts. Of course, not all Mandalorians are bad. Taro Blood was nice enough to tell me about this little tradition of yours.
If you want to die, I'm not arguing.
Karakimi, nikag nikag, kanyak gak akiguamjam.
You heard the man? Get her!
Taro blood all over again. Oh, great, more security.
Put my mind to it.
I mean, to be fair, these workers have done nothing wrong apart from at the wrong place at the wrong time. God, and they're choosing to get in my way.
Rules or no rules, Taro Blood dies the next time we see him. Right?
That scum is living on borrowed time.
Oh, I hate this. I don't want to feel this way about anyone, but I want to make him pay.
Don't worry, Mako. It's gonna be alright.
Don't get all mushy on me. I was just saying is all. We'd better get moving. We've got a great hunt to win, right?
So this ship belonged to some Nemoidian, it seems. Not anymore, of course. Seems they like brown. Right.
Greetings. I am 2VR8, factotum droid for this vessel. You must be my new master. Gentle, kind new master.
Your last master isn't coming back. Got a problem with that?
Absolutely not. He called me unpleasant names and never bathed. Not that there is anything wrong with that, master. I am programmed for a wide array of tasks, including but not limited to meal preparation, ship maintenance, janitorial duty, and etiquette. Welcome aboard this Kuat Drive Yard's D5 Mantis patrol craft. Its speed and firepower are unmatched by other vessels of its class. You'll find all of the standard amenities, including your own private captain's locker for storing valuables. The astrogation console contains a constantly updated map of the known galaxy. Interstellar communications are accessed via the ship's holoterminal. Priority alerts that you may find useful are available from the Imperial HoloNet console. Lastly, the ship's intercom will inform your crew that you wish to issue new orders. Any questions, Master?
I have a mission to complete. Time to see what this ship can do.
Thank goodness you aren't deactivating me. I mean, good luck. I regret I am unable to offer you combat support, Master. Frankly, my chassis couldn't withstand the stress. However, should any errands arise that are beneath your superior status, please do not hesitate to call upon me. I function to serve you. Whenever you are ready to depart, consult the galaxy map on your bridge. It will program the proper astrogation coordinates and activate the engines.
Okay. Lovely. We have our own droid. And we are up here near the cockpit indeed. So, let's explore very, very quickly, shall we? So we have an astromech to sell our stuff to, a factotum droid to keep our ship somewhat clean and tidy. We have our own personal character cargo hold. And we do have the Dromund Kaas armor set. Though I think I accidentally sold the chest piece. Oh well. Mistakes happen. Everything else is fine. But now... Oh, we have Mako's armor set here. Some sort of science workbench here. Someone frozen in carbonite. Modern art. Kind of like a crew sleeping? No, that's okay. This is like the med bay. And this is where the crew can sleep. We have the engine room, of course. We have probably some form of recreation room. And this is where the major hollow terminal is located. And this will be the captain's quarters. Simple, but what really were we expecting? And our legacy storage hold. Some more companion gifts here. Excellent. We have a mission console, which will be used after we've completed the major storyline. Another sort of storage room here. And last but not least, the cockpit, of course. We shall take a break here. When we come back, we will likely do an interlude part of the series, where we do make our way back to Viken Space Dock, the Imperial Fleet, and look into the next flashpoint here for an Imperial player known as Hammer Station. Thank you all for joining me with even more Star Wars The Old Republic. As always, feel free to leave a comment if you so wish, and hopefully I'll see you for even more next time. Until then, though, take care. Bye bye now.